Well, let me know about your feelings now that the major ended.
I mean, it's tough, of course, losing to NAVI, and they're a very good team. I think they're the best team at the moment, skill-wise. The ranking are not saying so, but I think NAVI is a good contender for the major. Of course, it's a bit tough, but to be honest, if you go by stats and everything, it's expected. We're not still there with team-wise, team play. We have a lot to work on, and we've been trying to improve and gain experience from these lands, and that's what we're doing, and it's understandable.
How was the experience of facing the number two and number one teams in the world one day behind another?
I mean, it doesn't matter, but I think we're just drained emotionally because we've been traveling a lot, these past months and having to do everything by ourselves as well because we have no backup support, from other people. And it's kind of tough on us mentally as well, and I think it shows on the camera.
Can you tell me a bit more about the match against FaZe to begin? What was your consideration when they left Vertigo open?
I mean, it was a no-brainer for us, even though we've been not having such a good results online, but it's always one of our best maps, and as I told you before, we have a lot of issues outside of the game that kind of, how can I say, pushes us to have these kind of results, and when we saw them not banning Vertigo, it was a no-brainer for us, just go Vertigo and face them, because it was either like this, either they gambled or they didn't practice at all, or they gambled and it's going to be a 50-50 map, whoever wins the most crucial rounds, ecos, pistols, and it went like that, and it went on overtime, and it was a really good match. I enjoyed it.
What do you think it was the matter of FaZe to maybe underperform?
To be honest, I don't know. It always depends. Their coach knows the best. It's always like that on the team, and I'm not sure what's going on behind the back scenes. I know they've been practicing. They even went to the same boot camp we were like a month ago, and we'll see. We'll see.
How did you pass the night after beating them? You told me that maybe you fall out of emotions. How was the? How did you? Have you been even able to prepare the match against Navi?
It was amazing, beating the first team in the world, being from such a small country as we are, and without organization or anything, beating one of the best teams in the world. It's insane, and of course, we not celebrated, but we just enjoyed. Went back to our practice room and just sit there with each other, discussing, and yeah, like you said, we didn't have much time to prepare for now. It was only today, but that's how it goes for every team. It depends on the work you've done before the major or the tournaments that pushes you forward in the tournament.
Well, this is the second time you come to a major. You're making history for your country, for your region. What is the future for this team?
We can only go forward. There's no stopping us. If we get some support, like I said before, like organizational support and people to support us and give us a facility to work on, we can only go forward. And that's what I'm looking for. I think, like we showed everybody that the first major was not a fluke. We are actually deserving of that. And now trying the second one and proving we can beat the teams. We have the potential. We can qualify. We can go 3-0 in stages. And I think it's going to give people some confidence that we are not bad or lucky at all, but we deserve to be here. We work for it to be here, and we can go further, in the next tournaments for sure.
Have you been receiving like individual offers, or the common goal is overall?
I mean, of course, the team will, but our common goal is to go forward as a team. There's always issues and stuff like that, but that's why I need the organization to fix those issues and keep the team together.